foundations of this nearly century-old building. They are ready for football indeed in Chicago as their guys get set to do battle with the New England Patriots. Here's the punter, Jake Bailey, ready to do the honors. And off we go from Soldier Field. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Now Trubisky on first down. And quickly into the hands of Robinson. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Now it's Trubisky. That's complete to Demetrius Harris, the tight end. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 18 more yards there and another first down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. The first carry for the shifty Tariq Cohen. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
This is Cordero Patterson. Remember, he won a ring with the Pats. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially. So he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Trubisky. And he's got it. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate. Gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that has to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to...
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Bears take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Now Trubisky will lead the Bears up to go for 2. Now Trubisky. And that is going to be caught. And it moves the lead to 8-0. Interesting. I mean, they're putting their foot on the gas here early, going for 2 to go up 8-0.
Well, after that drive, you have to believe that they thought to themselves, if we can do that, what's another 2 yards? Let's go get those and get 2 points as a result.
Muscles him off. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
Stidham going to lead the Pats up 1st and 10 at their own 23. Stidham from the shotgun. And he's got Edelman for the first time. That's complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. They'll run for the first time now with James White. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
6-yard line.
You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. First carry for Damian Harris, the Alabama man. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
A Patriot first down.
Out of the gun, Stidham. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally down at the 36-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down.
Gain of 15.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 1 quarter down, 8-0 the score.
8. Patriots nothing.
First down carry for Harris. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. To throw is Stidham. This is White on the screen. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
They'll run on first down. Harris. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown.
Touchdown.
15 yards. And the Patriots move back within a couple of the lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will make it into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something, because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here's Trubisky to throw. That is caught by Cohen. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Tariq Cohen. A gain of 11. Makes it 3rd and 1.
They'll try to run for it with Cohen. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Now Trubisky to throw. Incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So they take a big chance here in their own territory. And you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter? I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
On 1st and 10, it's Stidham. And this is caught. It's Edelman. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. 2 minutes even in what's been a tight first half. 8-7, our score. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal at the Bears' 13-yard line.
So first down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Going on the ground, it's White. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long 3rd and goal. They got the ball in great field position after the fumble, but this defense tried to stand tall.
They certainly are, and a lot of times after you pick up a fumble or get an interception, you have momentum on your side. You kind of walk through a defense and score. Not so fast, not in this case.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Here's Stidham to throw. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high-percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Here's Nick Folk now on for the field goal. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And they stake claim to the lead here. It's 10-8. Now, the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate, in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
O'Donnell to kick off for Chicago.
So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. Now this will make it into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the 3rd quarter. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Now to throw on third down. And that's knocked away and incomplete. Getting a hand in there and knocking it away, Eddie Jackson.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They will go for it. Stidham into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Ball carrier.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there, a jumbo package look.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
It's a gain of 7.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And this Patriot defense up to the challenge once more as they again stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
So on 4th down, Cairo Santos on now for the Bears field goal. From the right hash, and this one just a chipping. Santos' kick is up and through. And they jump out in front here. It's 11-10. That drive took them inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold them to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
The kickoff for Chicago.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
At the 21-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Stidham. That's complete into the hands of Myers. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
A gain of 20 and a Patriot first down.
They're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. First down, here's White. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. The Georgia man, Roquan Smith, came in and got it.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now Stidham on 2nd down. Incomplete. Getting a hand in there and knocking it away, Eddie Jackson.
And that's a nice job there, because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now it's Stidham. And that will be incomplete.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Stidham. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Toss play, Cohen, right side. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the 4th quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production, but how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got...
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
From midfield now, here's Trubisky. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. And no, it's incomplete. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on down. The Pats at the line, ready to go. A real opportunity for them. Their defense got the key 4th down stop. Now all they need is a field goal to snag the lead. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 29-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now it's Stidham. That'll be taken in by Damiere Byrd. Less than 2 minutes to play. Down to the wire we go in a 1-point game. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. Open man is Jacoby Myers. He's got it. And he will have a Patriots 1st down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. He's back to throw. And that's complete to the tight end, Devin Asiasi. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. That one good for 13 at a New England 1st down. Throwing now is Stidham. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, 2nd down.
We've seen that the deep ball has been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. Here's Stidham. He's got the hook up to Lee. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Wide open, Julian Edelman. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. Back to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. And they're going to get the timeout call. What a finish. We're down to 4 seconds to go in this football game. So here now is the kicker, Nick Folk. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. So here now is the kicker, Nick Folk. He made his only attempt earlier. This for the win. And his kick is indeed good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So he's able to come through in a hostile environment, and you'd have to imagine that's the game winner.
Yeah, how about that? And the way that this game's gone, you think they really wanted to get to overtime and take their chances there? They wanted to get this thing done. When you're the visitor, you don't want to play into overtime. You want to knock it down, get it done, and go home.
A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And a very solid return out across the 45-yard line before going out of bounds. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Soldier Field.